Morning students, last class we have seen about the constituents of skeleton, functions of skeleton and so on. Today we are going to see about the parts of skeleton. The skeletal system is composed of bones and related structures with aid to movement from one place to another place. It is divided into two major parts, that is axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton comprises skull, ribs and sternum and vertebral column. First we will see about the skull. Skull is a structure made up of small bones. It is of 22 bones, of which 8 bones are fixed together to form the cranium and the remaining 14 bones are fused with each other to form the facial bones. In the skull, the movement part is nothing but the lower jaw. The lower jaw movement upwards and downwards and also sideways. Understand? This movable joint, the skull movable joint is supported by muscles and ligaments. That is, the lower jaw is supported by ligaments and muscles and ligaments. Skull is placed on the top of the vertebral column, moved up and down and sideways. Second one is vertebral column. The vertebral column running at the back of the body is also called as spine and backbone. It is in the trunk region, offers support the upper part of the body. Vertebral column is made up of individual bones called the vertebrae. So this is made up of 27 bones. So of which 7 is cervical vertebrae, then 12 are lumbar and 5 are sacral vertebrae and 3 are fused together to form the coccygeal vertebrae, and the last one is muscular, which is made up of fibrous. We already know that is filum terminal. Filum terminal. Understand? Vertebrae are joined by gliding joints which allow the body to be bent back, front and sidewards. What are the functions of the vertebral column? It protects the spinal cord and it also supports the head. It serves as attachment of ribs and also serves as attachment of pectoral and pelvic girdle. It provides movement for the human skeleton and also help in walking, running, standing and also in straight posture. Understand? Then third one is rib cage. It is of cone or dome shaped, made up of 12 pairs of bones, of which 10 pairs are attached to the backbone and in front forms attached to the breastbone, and the remaining 2 are attached on the backwards but free at the front. So that's why we are called as floating bones. Ribcage are in the setup to contract and relax during breathing. It also the sternum or the ribcage protects the underlying visceral organs like lungs, heart, kidney and parts of liver, etc. Understand? Then next one is appendicular skeleton. The appendicular skeleton is also attached on the axial skeleton. Understand? The appendicular skeleton or the pectoral or shoulder bone. It is divided into pectoral girdle, pelvic girdle. Understand? So the shoulder bone, the pectoral girdle comprises the shoulder bone. The shoulder bone, which in turn having the collar bone at front, shoulder blade at the other end. This is shoulder blade. This is called the collar bone. The collar bone is supported by breastbone at one end and the shoulder blade at the other end. Encloses a socket-like cavity into which fixes the ball of the upper arm. So this forms the ball and socket joint. Pandikinna mutu. This girdle is also called as pectoral girdle. So this is the pectoral girdle. In Tamil it is called as tholpattai valayam. Then Next one is pelvic bone or pelvic. This is also called as pelvic girdle. That is iduppu valayam. Understand? So it is made up of strong bones which balance the entire body. So the pelvic bone is the strongest bone of the body. Understand? So the pelvic girdle is formed of fusion of 5 vertebrae at the back. Thigh bones are attached on either side of the girdle with a ball and socket joint. Next one is arm bone. The arm bone is nothing but the upper limb is made up of, that is upper limb is made up of humerus, radius, carpals, metacarpals and phalanges. The forearm is made up of the radius and ulna. This is radius and ulna. Then leg bone. The lower limb is made up of femur, tibia, fibula, tarsals, metatarsals, phalanges. So these are fused by the hinge joint. The knee is also covered by a cap-like structures we are called patella or knee cap. The ankle is made up of tarsals. The foot is made up of metatarsals. The toe is made up of phalanges. The next one is provide movement covered skeletal framework of the body. It helps to maintain the body posture while we are sitting, walking, etc. Each muscles have two ends, that is fixed end, that is muscle originating place we are called as fixed end. Next one is movable end, pulls some other part. The muscles are attached to the bones by means of the tendons. Understand? So the movement of muscles takes place by means of contraction and relaxation. So this contraction and relaxation is in human muscles in the antagonistic in function. Antagonistic function means opposite in function. So we'll see with an example. For example, arm muscles. Arm muscles are made up of biceps and triceps. Biceps are present on the upper side, triceps are present on the lower side of the arm. Understand? So whenever the biceps contract, the triceps relax. The triceps contracts, the biceps relax. So whenever we bend the hand, these two antagonistic function takes place. So that is why the contraction relaxation we are also called as antagonistic function in each and every muscles present in our body. One more example is pupil. The pupil having circular muscles and radial muscles. The circular muscles make the smaller the pupil, whereas the radial muscles wider the pupil. What are the types of muscles present in our body? There are 3 types of muscles present in our body. That is striated muscle, non-striated muscle and cardiac muscle. Striated muscles are having centrally located nucleus. These are also called as voluntary muscle. Example, arm muscle and leg muscles. These are function as our will power. Non-striated or smooth, that is smooth muscles. Non-striated, smooth or involuntary muscles. These are also attached to soft parts of the body like blood vessels, liver, etc. These are not control of our willpower. It is involuntary in function. Then third one is cardiac muscles, which are specialized muscles present only in the heart. They having the inherent property. So that's why we are called as cardiac muscles are specialized muscles. Then finally, coordination of muscles. Coordination of muscles in the sense having flexors and extensors. They are also having antagonistic function. We already seen like the arm muscles and pupil. Understand? The circular muscles, radial muscles. So one is contract, another is relax. When first one is contract, another one is relax. The muscles are antagonistic or opposite in function. Understand? Thank you.